Hello, it's Friday, July the 9th. I'm Mike, and this is the Cover for Let Property News Roundup of the week. Slightly muggy here in Southend. Hopefully, I think it's due to rain this evening, but then isn't it ever? Hope everyone's well, and yeah, on with the news this week. So the breaking news is from Purple Bricks. Read that report from estate agents today. Purple Bricks are returning vendors upfront fees if they fail to find a buyer. This has all been circulated to shareholders now, and they're after a successful trial in the northeast. So that's the breaking news from Purple Bricks, and yeah, we shall keep monitoring that. Letting agent today is having a look at the National Residential Landlord Association, discussing the rules governing private landlords and the suggestion that they're outdated. But does also say in this report that by the time the royal assent is given to the Building Safety Bill, the number of statutory provisions applying to the sector in England will have risen to 40% over the last 10 years, to 168 laws, which unfortunately renders a lot of the council's ideas or trying to enforcing laws pretty much null and void, unfortunately. So that's a very interesting article to have a look at. Landlord Today is having a look at the strong student rental demand that's provided by Unihomes, who do a quarterly look at universities, or the top 100 universities in the UK. St Andrews and Cambridge apparently are the most sought after, with 60% of that already taken. York is at 42%, Nottingham 44%, and Glasgow 42, rounding up the top 5 there. So that's a strong indicator for the market, and pretty good news. The BLA, the British Landlord Association, having a look at the forfeiture of lease under the COVID-19 rules. The government has made it easier for landlords to discuss tenants' debt without losing the right to forfeiture. There is the full guidance published there. So lots of interesting questions that need to be looked at and discussed. So obviously, can a landlord end a commercial lease early? So that's all in there. How can I end my commercial lease? What happens with defaults on commercial leases? Solvency notice forfeiture. Obviously, that's the section 146, I think now. But it's all very interesting to have a look at. Property and Tenant Manager has a calculator on return on investment, so ROI, which helps you to calculate that. So that's well worth having a look at. Property Investor Today is having a look at the compliance for landlords. Obviously, compliance is a big factor in most things these days. Having a look at the extension to protections to tenants, a hold on evictions, which I believe is going up to 6 months on the section 21. Also validating the right to rent and pets, etc. Lots of regulations and guides, and also changes in paperwork as well, which is vital that landlords are up on. And also the breathing space moratorium, which is providing those in difficulty with protection, and also very, very important point, the electrical compliance certificates, which is coming in April this year. So all very interesting stuff to read. Like everything with compliance, it's never going to get less, it's always going to get more, unfortunately, but that's a good thing because it protects tenants and landlords as well. That's it this week, and hope you're all well, and we'll see you next week.